You're watching W.Media and we are coming to you from the Chennai Cloud and Data Center Convention 2026. I'm Deborah Grey and joining me now is Mr. Vimal Kaw from NTT Global Data Centers. Thank you so much for joining us today, sir. My first question to you, sir, before we talk about anything else, can you take us a bit through your own journey as a technology professional?
Thanks, Deborah. Thanks for having me here. So I have been in this industry from 2005 onwards. I accidentally stepped in. I was actually working on RFID.
Oh.
But unfortunately, the RFID overall POC failed because it could not penetrate through water and metal. And because one of the things we were doing in RFID was access control. And we had installed access control in one of the server rooms in Bombay. I went for the repair and that's where this journey started. And that's how I went into data centers. And I have been seeing data centers from when there was no website in 2005. And when now today we are flooded with so much of information, which is available for everybody from the data center overall industry perspective. So that's the journey I've seen.
So having seen all of that, how do you see India's digital infrastructure landscape evolving, especially now in the age of AI? Because suddenly AI has, completely changed everything. And since you've seen that slow journey, there was a slow burn at first, and now suddenly there's an explosion. So how do you see the Indian data center landscape evolving to deal with that?
If you look at India, I think till 2012, we were a brownfield data center country. I think NTT was one of the first data centers in the country. In 2005, we launched the first greenfield data center, a purpose-built data center. And at that, whatever was best, we could see high-density racks were considered like 10 kilowatt to 15 kilowatt to maximum 20 kilowatt. And the journey we are seeing today is going 150 kilowatt is a normal given for a high-density rack. But the quest will not stop here. The quest is to get 1 megawatt in one rack.
Wow.
And that is only happening through hybrid cooling systems.
Yeah.
And that's where AI comes into picture. And what we have seen with respect to AI, the absorption rate last year, I'm not going to give numbers here because they have to be related to some, I think probably you can take it from some report. But the absorption rate what India has seen last year and the CAGR at which we are growing in the next 5 years, I think what we have built in the last 25 years, you will see that same thing getting built in the next 5 years.
Wow.
So more than that, much more than that. So AI is fueling this, and we as service providers are looking at how we can handle the cooling, the power, and the expansion they need from the data center front side.
Okay. My next question to you is about NTT Global Data Centers. It's one of the biggest international names in the business. What makes India attractive for you? Because you've been here for many years and you're expanding and you're growing. So given the present investment climate and data centers as an asset class in themselves, what keeps you here? What attracts you to stay here?
India is the greatest digital economy, data sovereignty laws. India has land, India has talent, India has skilled manpower, and India still has a lot of power to offer to data centers. What is going to change the shape of industry is when you have power, when you have land, when you have network, and you have government policies supporting the foreign investments. We might see a lot of thought process happening that people are taking money out and investing in South Korea and Vietnam for chips, but that doesn't stop the AI growth for India.
True.
The India AI growth data center story is very much true. It's not a bubble, and we see. I mean, we are in the market. We see a lot of opportunities to us, and with the rate with which the hyperscalers are investing in India, the Indian the financial sector is investing in India. I think India is going to be very lucrative for NTT. And it's an important market for us, and we will continue to keep investing in data center infrastructure in India.
I see. You spoke about a lot of things that are working in India, but I'm sure there are some operational challenges, because even when we speak to a lot of others in the field, acquiring powered land is a little difficult. There are also issues related to single window not really being single window, lots of bureaucratic hurdles you have to jump through. So what has been your experience like in terms of these operational challenges, and what have you done to overcome them?
Okay, challenges are everywhere, ma'am. If anybody is thinking that India is a blocker or challenge, I also represent the global sales enablement portfolio for NTT GDC. So I am in all the meetings which happen globally for other customers, and I am privy to the information what's happening in the other regions of the world. Challenges are everywhere, and we do want speed. What is going to control the AI adoption in India is the speed at which you are constructing the data centers. Because no more cast in situ 24, 36 months, that's not something what this industry is looking at. Industry is looking at faster data centers with precision and also quality. Now there's no more compromise. What we were not there in 2012, but in 2026, I can vouch not only for NTT but for the entire industry. The way we have grown, the kind of knowledge we have right now, we can build data centers faster, and that's what the need of the hour is. And also at the same time, we need to have quality and precision in terms of delivering those data centers. So hurdles will come. I think the single window clearances, they will get better. Government is providing a lot of support, and I don't want to say that they are not supporting. They're supporting a lot.
No, but if you could, ask for, because industry clearly needs support. So especially when it comes to acquisition of powered land, that is one thing that keeps coming up. What kind of support do you say in an ideal world? What kind of support would you like to have?
See, every division in India is trying to help in one way or the other to support the data center growth in India. What actually is the problem is that the departments are not talking to each other. So there has to be one department who's holding hand of everybody. It's not that they don't want to help. It's just that somebody has to take a lead and govern it. Because when you go for a land, there's a municipality is different. When you are applying for power, the authority is different. And then there is central, then there is state. So I think everybody wants to help. Again, I'm saying the same thing. But somebody needs to have some sort of, somebody has to take a lead and take it forward. That's what the important message is.
Luckily, there is a national data center policy that's in the works, and you have probably had a look at the draft. So probably in the near future, we'll be able to overcome some of that. Let's now talk about something that the entire industry is passionate about: liquid cooling.
Oh, yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that? How do you see the industry adapting to it? And what are the stumbling blocks, if any?
So I think we were the first one in the country, and in fact in the entire GDC, we were the first one to deploy liquid cooling. And I had the privilege of installing it myself with my team members in NTT GDC. That we installed the direct liquid cooling technology as well as the liquid immersion cooling technology. For one of the customers, it's publicly, it's a public news. You can search the internet. So when we started it, we had a lot of challenges because we had not seen this kind of cooling before. We had been working with the traditional bottom throw precision air conditioning cooling and all, but this was new, and the challenge was that we needed support from the management that we take such a risk because the data center we have installed it was almost done, and we needed civil changes in the building, and also we needed some technical organizations to come together to deploy a solution. Unfortunately, it was a COVID situation at that point of time. And but what we did was over phone and with all the OEMs who have contributed in deploying the liquid immersion cooling with us at that point of time is really appreciable. I mean, I can't appreciate less and to all those who contributed for that. The hurdles in liquid cooling, there are no such hurdles now. We have deployed more than 200 megawatt globally now within the NTT GDC group. We are aware how this technology works, and also there are improvements happening regularly, and we are keeping a close watch on those improvements. What we are trying to do from the, as I said in the beginning, what we are trying to do from the co-location side, we're trying to keep our data centers building infrastructure ready to adapt such changes so that we can make minimal changes in the base build.
Okay. Moving on to another thing which could prove to be a stumbling block, and that is there's a sort of a gap when it comes to the human quotient here. We have a lot of engineers in India. We probably produce the maximum number of engineers per capita anywhere in the world, but there is a sort of a skills gap. I was wondering how your organization is attempting to address that, if you have special trainings or if you're coordinating with local engineering colleges, coming up with some kind of a program.
Okay, the myth in the industry is that you need somebody from the college who has a data center degree in his hand and saying, hey, I'm ready for data center operations. So that's not happening. What we are doing is science, physics, right? So cooling is not changed. The laws of cooling will not change forever. Yeah, so the people who are doing mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, have got instrumentation background, who are working on ELV systems and transducers. They're all needed for this data center. So what we try to do is we try to get them early in the data center from the colleges, and try to get them in the to work with our senior folks who know the process. It's all about knowing the process, how to run data centers at the end of the day. But you need to have technical brains for that, and that is what is being produced. All you need to do is that tap those resources at the right time and give them opportunities. You can't just ask for people to get trained from the college itself. True. So give them opportunities within your organization, train them, treat them well. I think we have a lot of talent pool in India. So you don't need to worry about that.
Wonderful. Finally, could you tell us a bit about your upcoming projects here in India, your expansion plans? We are halfway into 2026. What is the rest of the year, and hopefully what does the next year look like?
We have recently purchased land in Chennai. So we were short on capacity in Chennai, so we expanded in Chennai. We have a lot of land in Mumbai and Navi Mumbai area to expand more. There are a couple of projects in Chennai, in Mumbai, which are coming up. In
the pipeline.
Yeah, and we have sufficient land to construct more than 400 megawatts still.
Wow.
So I think we are looking at overall scenario, and we might be looking at a different land parcel procurement because what was being built earlier with one data center and then the campus, and now it's a mega campus deal in the market now. You have recently heard the Visakhapatnam news about 1 to 5 gigawatt scale. I think every
so you also have gigawatt dreams?
Of course we have. So that goes without saying. So
but is that happening in Chennai? Because we are in Chennai right now, Chennai CDC. How big are you betting on Chennai?
So I think that's too hard a question for me at this point of time, because we have the entire management over us. We have got global minds working on that,
right?
And we are looking at the opportunity. If the opportunity is there, we will not shy away. We will take it.
Perfect. So final question, what attracted you to participate in Chennai CDC, and what are your expectations from this event?
Chennai has been very special to me because in my earlier organization we were trying to build a greenfield data center myself, and Chennai was the first project. But Chennai is a landing station. That's not what attracts it, but Chennai is a landing station. So is Mumbai. I think we only have 2 landing stations, commercial landing stations in India. I think one is getting constructed in Visakhapatnam very soon.
One in Puri and one in Digha.
Yeah, so they're adding, and I think that's a need because we need more fibers coming into India. The more you are connected through fiber, the more opportunity of data center.
Yes.
So Chennai is going to Chennai is going to be a rock star from the data center industry perspective.
Chennai is going to be a rock star. You heard that first from NTT Global Data Centers, Vimal Kaw. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you.